You wrote a book about Donald Trump's businesses. Donald Trump sued you because you said he was not a billionaire. Donald Trump lost that lawsuit against you because Donald Trump is not a billionaire. No one outside of the Trump organization knows more about the Trump businesses than you do. What is your reaction tonight to this publicly announced teamwork now in a criminal investigation of the Trump businesses by the New York State Attorney General and the Manhattan District Attorney?
This dramatically ups the legal pressure on Trump, on Allen Weisselberg, and on the entire Trump organization, Lawrence. Up until now, Cy Vance's investigation of Trump was the more consequential of the two relative to Tish James's investigation. She's the New York Attorney General, because he had a criminal probe in motion, and a criminal probe potentially carries a prison sentence with it. A civil probe, usually at its worst, just can result in a massive fine. The fact that the New York AG has decided to convert her case from a civil probe into a criminal prosecution suggests that she has evidence of criminal intent. That is the standard in a criminal case, that the defendant knew that he or she was doing something wrong and had criminal intent behind it. And that is a very difficult and challenging standard to meet in a prosecution. And I would think that both Cy Vance and Tish James are dotting all their I's and crossing all their T's in this investigation, because it involves a former president. And either one of these things would be an epic prosecution. And it appears they're also joining forces. So this is just a huge development in the investigation of Donald Trump.
Andrew Weissmann told us that the Attorney General is under no obligation to make this public statement and under no obligation to communicate this to Donald Trump's criminal defense lawyers. So your initial point about the heat that this puts on the people in this case, it seems to have been announced as a way of alerting all of the other potential witnesses or defendants in this case. This is more serious now than you thought it was yesterday.
And remember that throughout her investigation, the Trump family has essentially thumbed their nose at her. Eric Trump missed sitting for a deposition, as I recall, initially with her. She had to compel him to sit for a deposition. We know that at least one of the things she's looking at is how they value it in the state that Trump owns in Westchester County. And they haven't played ball. And I think the fact that she's going public with this suggests that she wants it to be known as a tool for pressuring them and bringing them to heel, as it were, in the course of what she's looking at.